Alright, so I decided I might as well start doing some videos on different contests and how to do good at them. So this contest is the item scrap contest I'm going to talk about. So in these contests, you get points for collecting a certain amount of either purple item scraps, orange item scraps, blue. It depends on the exact contest and what server you're on, as this might vary. Now, depending on the contest, there could be a steady amount of points for each, like this current contest, 100 points for an orange scrap, 100 for a purple scrap. But sometimes you get like 100 points for a purple scrap, maybe 500 or even 1,000 for an orange scrap. So it's important to look at what gives the most points or how that balances out, and that will affect your strategy a little. So, base off, first thing you always need, make sure you hit these trials, do your trials every day. It's a really good base point from you to go from. Do the highest difficulty you can, because no matter what item scrap contest you're working on, that's a very good way to get item scraps. Also, if you have any double normal drop campaign items, those are the way to go. Use all your stamina you have. As you see, I bought my stamina refills with gems, so I'm kind of broke on those right now. But doubling all the item drops you get from normal campaign is super crucial. And then, as far as what missions to run, make sure you tend to want to run the higher tiered missions depending on which scrap you're aiming for. So this contest, I'm aiming for purple and orange scraps. The Chapter 9 level will give two blue scraps and a purple scraps are the options, so you're not going to want to run that since it's only one purple scrap. So always go to the chapter that you get more scraps from. See, all three of those options are purple, so that's my best option regardless. I get multiple purple item drops, will really help for the contest. And then if you have any stamina refill items you want to part with, go ahead and use those. It depends how well you want to do in the contest. If you're trying to do as good as you can, I'd use them. I just stash mine because I hoard stuff, and I'm at the level cap, and so I kind of want to stash my XP. As well as another good way to get these points is the Merchant Dragon Shop. So this contest, it's purple and orange, so I'm going to go anything that pops up in the item shop, I might as well buy. I'll probably need them later. And, free points for gold. I can spare a little gold. Chests will occasionally give you them. I wouldn't suggest buying them unless you really need to. If you really need to, I guess you'd go buy the 90,000 ones. But most of the time, you won't get much good. You can get purple scraps in there. Some hero shards, but nothing great. One of my favorite is, one more thing. Tower. The XP one, there's no chance, but you can get mithril nuggets. Those are purple items, so that will count. That's about it. I guess if you're really desperate, you can go buy scraps from one of the shops, but I wouldn't suggest that. And then one of the biggest ways to get these points, obviously, is the dungeon. Endless Dungeon is my go-to dungeon mode. I guess Boss Dungeon actually gives fairly good purple and orange, or purple drops mainly, and you get quite a few drops, but I like to save my boss keys for the dungeon contest. Epic Dungeon gives some good drops, a few purple and a lot of orange, but if the purple and orange scraps give you the same point amount, I wouldn't bother with Epic Dungeon, as it doesn't give quite as many drops as you can end up getting in the Endless Dungeon. And Endless Dungeon is a lot easier, there's a lot of chests, and you can get purple items in groups of 3. If you get a gold key opening, you can get 10 from a single chest. So really valuable. Endless Dungeon is probably one of the ways I farm the most of my points. I have a bunch of torches I still have to use, but as you can see, this guild contest done really well. My little brother decided to beat me up, I guess. But that's about it as far as the item scrap contests. Your playing strategy will vary a little depending on the server and the point balance. If orange scraps were worth 1,000 apiece instead of 100 apiece, I would be running the epic dungeon to get more points. But since it's the same, just normal dungeon, and try your best. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know.